Hello everyone, my name is Elle and welcome to another update for my Lipstick Roulette series. Let's just get right into it. So over the last 2 weeks, I used a lot of ColourPop lipsticks. I had drawn one randomly from my roulette portion of my last update, and so I just took that as an opportunity to use quite a few of them. So the first one I have here is called Times Square, and I love this one. In general, I love ColourPop lipsticks. Like, I really do. The more I try other things and the more I use them within this project, the more I love them, the more comfortable I am with them, the more I realize that they are some of my absolute favorite formulas. So Times Square is an ultra matte, and the majority of what I used over the last 2 weeks were ultra matte lipsticks. So I know a lot of people do not like the ultra mattes because they find them really drying. I personally love the ultra mattes. I don't find them to be overly drying. I find that they dry down matte, but they're comfortable. I don't have any issues with it at all unless I'm already dealing with a really dry, like, peeling lips, which can happen on occasion. But if my lips are exfoliated and moisturized, and I do not mean moisturize before I put the lipstick on because otherwise the lipstick will not stay. You really need to have completely dry lips, as in no moisture on them from like a lip balm or something else. Otherwise these don't dry down completely. So you will be dealing with a little bit more transferring and stuff than you would if you just wore them on their own. And now these are not 100% transfer proof, but they're pretty darn close. So Times Square is this muted rosy beige shade. I think it's very flattering. It's something that I would wear all the time, that I would reach for a lot. The more I go through this challenge, the more I find those things that I love wearing and that it's just really a joy to use because it's such a good neutral color that it doesn't pull too much focus, but it's just still very flattering and it just works so well to complete makeup looks. So really love Times Square a lot. The next ultra matte lipstick I have is Instigator. This is part of the Peach collection. I think it was 4 lipsticks they released in various shades of peach. I have all 4 of them and I really love all 4 of them. They are very different. They are. I have another one that is included in this as well. But Instigator is this muted peach color. It's very light peach. It's one of the most peachy lipsticks that I have, that when you put it on, it's like, peach. It's not like, oh, it's peach with a hint of this or a hint of that. No, it's peach. It's just straight up peach. So this is another winner high scorer for me. The next shade is Autocorrect. This is the one that I had drawn randomly through the roulette, and this is another part of the peach collection that ColourPop has. And this one is more of a brown toned peach, so it's a little bit darker. I've been crazy for peach, absolutely crazy for peach. So of course I loved using this one, and of course this is another high scorer. As I said, this little section of my ColourPop stuff is going to be pretty repetitive because all of my ColourPop stuff scored really high. I just have nothing but good things to say about these lipsticks. Like, there's not a bad thing. The only thing is maybe the packaging, because the font wears away really quickly. Like, you can see it if you hold it in a certain light. You can see the imprint where it says like ColourPop and Ultra Matte, but like otherwise it looks unmarked. At least the bottom is still intact where it says the name, so that helps. That's the only thing that's a downside, if you could even consider that a downside, is just how easily the outside of the packaging wears away. And in this case, the packaging itself is more about the doe foot applicator. That's a small rounded doe foot applicator that it's so easy to apply this stuff because the applicator is not too big and it's not flat. I hate flat lipstick applicators. Like, flat doe foot applicators are terrible, and I don't like ones that are really oversized because my lips are not that big, so I tend to make a huge mess whenever the doe foot is really big. So this is just the perfect size for my lips, very easy to apply. So there's just really, honestly, nothing bad I can say. The next ultra matte lipstick was from the holiday collection. This is Wild Nothing, which is this rosy plum color. I find that it's really a deep rosy plum color on me, and I just find that it's a very flattering color as well. This packaging has held up better. This is a slightly different packaging than the other ones. It's got the black handle and it's a frosted container, so I haven't had any issues with the font rubbing away on this one yet, but this is one of the newer ones that I have, so you know, maybe in time if I was using this more, that would rub away as much as the other ones have. Yet another ultra matte lipstick. This is Kapow, and this is a very cool toned lipstick. It's a purple gray shade. It's very dark and very dramatic on me. But because I'm fair and cool toned and this is dark and cool toned, I think that it works really well together. It pairs very nicely. This is a hard lipstick to pair with an eye look though. I will say that because it pulls attention, because it's such a dramatic color on me. I think on someone with darker skin tone, it wouldn't be as quite as dramatic. But for me, it is quite a dramatic color, so I really need to do like the basic eye look. It looks the best. And the last ultra matte lipstick I have is teeny tiny, and this is another cool toned lipstick. This is a deep grayed out plum, and this is gorgeous as well. This is sort of the cooler cousin to Wild Nothing, because they both have those strong plum tones in it, but this is just cooler because it has more gray in it. So I like this one probably more than Wild Nothing, but I still do like Wild Nothing a lot. This is just the slightly more flattering version in my eyes anyway. And I do have one ultra satin lipstick, so this is the formula that most people tend to prefer. I don't like the ultra satins as much as I like the ultra mattes, but the ultra satins are more comfortable, but they don't dry down completely in comparison to the ultra mattes. There's just that subtle little shine, but I do find that these are pretty much matte. Like, you do not notice a huge difference between them. This is from the ColourPop and Hello Kitty collection. This is Tiny Chum. This is a wonderful muted mauve shade. This is such a good neutral color. It doesn't lean too much in the warm or cool direction, and this is another one of my absolute favorite lip products ever. So the formula is not as good as the ultra mattes in my opinion, just because the ultra matte, it just sticks to my lips and doesn't cause me any issues. The ultra satin has a little bit more transferring, and so I definitely have to reapply the ultra satins more than I have to the ultra mattes. So that's where it loses like a little bit of points for me. I'm just very happy and very impressed with the longevity and the usage of these liquid lipsticks from ColourPop. Next, I have some fun stuff from Bite. So during the roulette portion, I had drawn this guy. This is a full size. This is Blanc, and it is the matte creme lip crayon. And as the name would suggest, it is a white lipstick. It is not intended to be worn on its own, although you could. Although I could not take myself seriously when I was swatching it because it just looks kind of dumb on me. Pure white lipstick. It's not something that I would wear, and I did not wear this on its own because it's not why I got it. I got it as a mixing product. So I mixed it at one point with one of the other Bite lip crayons. I also used it mixed with a lip liner. I hadn't used this because, as you probably know why I'm doing this, I have so many lipsticks and I'm trying to go through them and really figure out what I want to have and what I want to use, and so I hadn't used this very much. So with a lip pencil, it's fantastic. It's absolutely one of my favorite things. I wore it in a recent video where I had a lip liner all over my lips, and then I put a little bit of this on top of it and blended it all together to lighten everything, and it's so easy to use. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, the Bite crayons that I did use, I used Glacé and I used Cognac. And Glacé is one that I mixed with the Blanc because I find Glacé is a color that I really want to like, but it's too warm for me. So when I wear it on its own, I don't like it as much. I just find that it's very warm, and it's in that color family that just does not flatter me. It's a kind of color that I'm going to have to avoid in the future because I've noticed a common trend with these really warm mauve-y sort of shades that they don't look as good on me, because I see them being worn by people who are a warmer skin tone and it looks so good, and of course you get sucked into it and you're like, if it looks that good on them, it's gonna look as good on me. No, it does not. And Cognac is this hidden gem that I totally forgot about. That's the problem, and that's when you know you have too many lipsticks, is when you forget you have things that you really like. Cognac, I think I might have used once before this project, and I dug it out because I wanted to, I'm trying to stay consistent and use similar products. Like, so I'm kind of using the ones that I've been rouletting as a guideline and then trying to pick similar ones on my own, so that I don't have too many contrasting formulas going on within the 2-week span, because then it's just too much. It's too much for me. I want to try and keep things together. So I found Cognac and I used Cognac and I was like, this gorgeous brown lipstick is everything, and I don't have anything like it that I've been using recently. So it does have a slight red hint to it, which makes me, of course, really love it even more because reddish brown lipsticks are so 90s to me. And this one is just a more dramatic, like amped up version. It pulls more brown on me than it does red, and I like that. I like that it's not a straight up true brown, but I like that it's not too red. And it's one of my favorite discoveries from this challenge so far. I will absolutely be reaching for this more when I can, probably use it in videos. I believe I did already during this challenge. A lot of these products will make an appearance in some of the videos I film within the time, depending on how much I really like them. So some of these you've probably already seen on me in some form or another. Next, I have a lipstick from MAC. This is one I chose myself, kind of deviating from the things from my roulette, but I really wanted to use this color. This is Viva Glam II. So on me, I find that this is a very pale pinky brown shade, and MAC describes it as being a light mauve. And on me, it's definitely not that. On me, it's definitely more of a very pale, pinky brown nude. And it's very 90s, and it was created in the late 90s. I got this because it's rumored to have been used in Gilmore Girls, like the first or second season of Gilmore Girls, which kind of fits in with the timeline. Gilmore Girls premiered in, I think, 2000, so they kind of match up there timeline-wise, and there's just something about this color that does really remind me of that late 90s makeup kind of look, and I'm really embracing throwback nostalgic stuff. I've really just been embracing my 90s kid vibe a lot. I'm a sucker for trends sometimes, and I'm glad that this is coming back around again, these kind of colors, these kind of tones and style, or at least I think it's coming back. Maybe I just really want it to coming back. Maybe I'm just trying to make it happen. I'm trying to make fetch happen, okay? And I'm gonna make Viva Glam 2 happen again because this is great. This is a satin lipstick and it's really comfortable to wear. I love MAC lipstick formulas. I'm so basic. Sorry guys, this is just the innermost truth of my soul. I'm a basic person. And I also love the cause. For those of you who do not know, every cent of a Viva Glam lipstick purchase, and I have quite a few now, goes to the MAC AIDS Fund. Every cent. It's why you can't choose a Viva Glam lipstick when you back to MAC products. You are not allowed to choose a Viva Glam because they donate the proceeds to the AIDS Fund, which is fantastic, and they've been doing that for so long, and it's just so admirable of MAC to do so. I'm rediscovering my love for MAC. I'm partying like it's 1999, and I do not mind it. The next thing I have here is the lip transformer from the Estee Edit. This is called Turn Down. This black lipstick, I hate the packaging so much. Like, the packaging makes me angry. It's pretty, beautiful blue lipstick. It's all ridge, but it's so difficult to get the top off. Like, it just resists. So this is a creamy black lipstick. It is not good on its own. I will just say that. It's very patchy, and it's not something that I would feel comfortable with just wearing as it is. And it's not intended to be worn as it is because it is a lip transformer, just like the Bite Lip Crayon. It's intended to be used to darken your lipsticks. So I am wearing it today mixed with two lip liners. Actually, I mixed it with Marshmallow and with Grunge, those two lip liners from ColourPop. And I put Grunge on first, and then I put a little bit of this lipstick over top of it and blended it all together, and then I went over the top of all that with a little bit of Marshmallow and then a tiny little bit more of this to kind of custom a lip look. You guys know that I have no fear when it comes to mixing and matching things. I like to play around, experiment, and this is really good for that. Not good on its own, but good for mixing with lip liners and other sort of creamier lip products. And the last lipstick that I am keeping from this round is from Kat Von D. This is a mini guy in Exorcism. This is a beautiful, deep burgundy wine color, a beautiful color. It applied really well. It didn't wear that well on me though. I don't find that the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks wear as well. It's a shame. As I've talked about before, I really did love the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks for a long time until I started doing this project and I discovered how much I prefer the ColourPop lipsticks instead. And I don't mind it. ColourPop is so much more affordable. Even shipping it to Canada, it's so much cheaper than the Kat Von D and a lot of other liquid lipsticks. So I'm glad I prefer the cheaper ones. I'm glad I do. This one though, beautiful dark color that I really like this kind of color on me a lot because it's dramatic and it's burgundy shades, which of course you guys know I love. It pairs really well with the Burgundy x9 palette. You can do a really monochromatic burgundy look, which I did, and I enjoyed using it. I just do not think I would intentionally purchase any more liquid lipsticks from Kat Von D, but I'm gonna keep this because I do like this color. It's a little mini guy and I'm just gonna use it up. So I have 3 lipsticks that I did not use over these past 2 weeks. One of them I'm gonna put aside and attempt to use it over the next 2 weeks because I do have that little rule in there that's use it or lose it unless a valid reason, and there's just something about it, this Burberry one, this is the Military Red, that I'm not 100% confident that I want to get rid of it without at least trying it once. So I'm going to put that one aside to see if I use it in the next 2 weeks. If I don't use it within the next 2 weeks, it's definitely going. And then the other 2 that I did not use was the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. Pretty sure this one expired. It's just very soft right now. Like, it's just not pigmented. This is definitely a color that I would like. I know that for sure, but I don't think these ones have a very long shelf life. And the other lipstick that I did not use is this one from Dior. This is the tie-dye lipstick in Fuschia Utopia. Just sort of a sheer fuchsia gloss. It's a very strange thing, and I just wasn't interested in it. But I think I'm going to keep the packaging because I like how sturdy this is. I just like the way that this looks and this feels, and this is so much easier to use. So I think I'm going to try and depot the Estee Edit one and put it in this one because I would use it more and I'd be happier with it. I wouldn't be frustrated because I do not like the Estee Edit packaging. So because I really do like the packaging of this lipstick, I'm going to try and depot it, and we'll see what comes of it. I'm going to attempt it anyway. All right, so here is the lipstick box right now. I'm going to choose my 7. Let's see what I'm going to be dealing with here. All right, so the first lipstick I have here is from Revlon, and this is called Love That Pink. Lipstick number 2 is from ColourPop. It is an ultra matte lipstick in airplane mode from the Peach collection. Third lipstick is from Too Faced. This is a little mini of the Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick. This is in Melted Fuchsia. Fourth lipstick is from Loreal. This is Sunset Angora. Fifth lipstick is this little guy from Marc Jacobs. This is a lip cream in Magenta. All right. Lipstick 6 is from Clinique. This is a Clinique Pop. It's a lip color and primer, and this is in the shade Fab Pop. And the 7th and final lipstick that I am choosing is a MAC lipstick, and this is Russian Red. Of course it is. So I have those 7 plus the Burberry, and then the rest I will choose as I go throughout the next 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Also wanted to say thank you so much for all the comments you left on my Elle Tells video. Thank you so much. I'm going to respond to every single one of you, but I just wanted to add that in here really quick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.